but he goes on every TV show. He's doing the late night show. And I feel like when we look back in like 10, 20 years, we will see Zlatan as a really influential person on the popularity of soccer in America, because all of a sudden they had this big character. People who weren't into soccer had this big character to latch onto and be like, okay, we've got the kind of, I don't know, he's like,
he's a trash talker.
He's like the guy's name has just got the batter from the Yankees. I sound like I've got no knowledge of America. Oh God, his head's gone. His name's gone. Anyway, but he's got that.
I know who you're talking about. Derek Jeter,
right?
Jeter.
Exactly. He's got that kind of like big dick energy, right? Where he's going to come in and annoy everyone. And it's a personality that they can latch onto. And I think we're going to see him as a very influential person in the boom of the popularity of soccer in America. But yeah, this is where the ludicrousness of his goals kind of steps up. And in MLS, he is just showboating. He's just there to take the piss. There's a goal where he sets himself up for a bicycle kick. Like, he is just trying outrageous shit because he knows that, with all due respect to the MLS, the defenders are not on his level. They're just not on his level. But we talked, I think I've said it in a previous podcast, that it was actually a very clever move from him, that he was playing competitive football whilst getting over an injury, and it aided him to recover better and then still be in good shape to return to Europe. I fully believe his intention was always to come back to Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised when he got back to AC Milan. I've already mentioned it in a pod. It's one of the few AC Milan games that I really put a timer on my phone. I was like, I want to see what Ibrahimovic is all about. Guess what? First game against Cagliari, comes back, scores a beautiful goal. And right now, we are looking at AC Milan, top of the table. And if they are where they are, it's a lot because of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This guy is 39 years old, but I think he's on a mission. He wants to win again with AC Milan, but even more, he wants to play Champions League football next year and maybe remove that chip off his shoulder. FIFA have always overlooked Ibrahimovic. His best placement in a Ballon d'Or race was 4th, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, considering his numbers and the titles that he has won. So I think that now he's like, all right, FIFA, you want to fuck me over? All right, I'm going to try and make you regret every single award that you didn't give me. And when I say this, Ibrahimovic seems like the type, right?
It would be really nice for him to finally win the Champions League. I think he deserves it. I think I feel like there's certain players that it's like when you look back on Ronaldo and you think, oh, how did he not win the Champions League? Or, you can think, it would be nice for him to win it. I think for him to win the Ballon d'Or now would be a hell of an achievement. And I think he's one on a long list that should have won it. Like when you mentioned Nedved before, that should have been Thierry Henry. How the fuck did Nedved win that Ballon d'Or that year? So I feel like Ibrahimovic is kind of on that similar list, but it was really nice to look back over his career, even though it's not finished. It was really nice to look back over his career and be like, oh man, I have enjoyed watching this guy. And like I said, my opinion on his personality changes from minute to minute. Like, I can't decide if I love him or hate him. But as a player, he will be someone that, like, if I ever have kids, or I will be showing them videos of Zlatan and being like, look at what this guy did, right?
Yeah, and
just look at what he did.
I can't believe we haven't mentioned his taekwondo skills that allow him to, get a heel touch at 3 meters height. And the guy still does it. Like, look at the warm-ups for AC Milan. The guy bends on his knees like a 14-year-old.
Well, I think we're going to see, with the advances in like modern training and technology and stuff, we're going to see players play into their early 40s. Like Ronaldo, I think, could play until 41, 42 easily. I think Zlatan could do it as well. He's not looking any physically weaker than he like. If you look at that video of him, like the beginning of the documentary when he's 17 in Malmo, he's in better shape now than he was then.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. So you're like, when this guy could, barring any injuries, he could continue for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, and like we've always said, he doesn't rely on his pace anymore. he relies on his strength and his technical ability, and your technical ability never really disappears. We saw Maradona 20 stone overweight and he could still do kick-ups and knock it top corner. Your technical ability doesn't go anywhere. So it's about whether he can keep himself fit, and I think he's the type of person who definitely will.
And guess what? I definitely don't need in my life seeing Ibrahimovic with an AC Milan jersey lifting the Champions League. That is really the last thing that I need.
We're a few years away from that, mate. I'll be honest. They're a few years away from that. You don't have to worry.
Hopefully. But look, guys, I just realized that all of the stats that I read for Ibrahimovic this far, they were only concerning the league. And so, since we live in an era where numbers are so important, we're going to close this section with all the appearances and numbers in all competitions for every single club that Ibrahimovic has played for. Rory, are you ready?
Let's go.
Malmo, 47 appearances, 18 goals. Ajax, 110 appearances, 48 goals. Juventus, kind of underwhelming, 92 appearances, 26 goals. Inter Milan, 117 appearances, 66 goals. Oof. Barcelona, 46 and 22. AC Milan, first spell, 85 and 56. Paris Saint-Germain, I will repeat this one, 180 and 156.
That's
180 and 156. Man U, 53 and 29. LA Galaxy, 58 and 53. AC Milan, still running, 37 and 27. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Nice, a little trip down memory lane. Rory, how did you feel reviewing Zlatan's career?
I think, as we heard in that, my emotions are fairly torn when it comes to Zlatan. I both love and hate him at the same time. But that's what we love in the game. We love characters, and it was good to visit one of the biggest ones in the game.
Absolutely. What about the quiz, Rory? Have you been thinking about your questions? Have you been thinking about the mysterious player?
Yeah, I feel, okay. I don't even know what questions to ask, but let's see what my brain comes up with.
All right, I repeat the hints for the listeners. So, the club, of course, I'm a mysterious football player. I'm retired. And the club that I've played for the shortest was Racing Club in Argentina. I've got 106 caps for my national team, scoring 11 goals, while as a total tally of my footballing career, I've got 84 goals. Players I've played with in chronological order, Diego Armando Maradona, Andrea Pirlo, and Ballon d'Or winner, Pavel Nedved. Rory, go with your questions.
Right.
Oh, no, not that face. Come on, man. It's a game.
I feel like this might be a wasted question. No, right. Let's not ask that one. Did I win?
It's me. So did you
win?
Oh,
for God's sake. Did you? This is right. Did you win?
We are going to play that game. Right. And the story.
Did you win the Champions League?
Oh, I would have to check. Off the top of my head, I want to say no. I'm going to check right now.
I was really hoping that would be a yes. It would help narrow it down. I was really hoping that was going to be a yes.
Look, I'm going to check right now. I would bet money that I didn't win a Champions League. Let's see.
Really not help myself there.
Champions League? Nope. Never won the Champions League.
That hasn't helped me at all. Let's say, did you, God's sake,
it's like the Leicester Brighton game, man.
Did you win the title with more than one club? The Lo Scudetto?
Yes. No. I won it only with one club.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say, otherwise that wasn't going to help me. Okay, I'm going to have to ask it. Are you Argentinian?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay. That was a wasted question. Right. You're Argentinian. You've not won the Champions League, but you've won the Premier League. You've won the Serie A.
All right. So, Rory, this is not a hint.
I think you've played right. I think I'm going to stick with the Boca route. I think your career is going to be right.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to derail you like that. I played with Maradona, and it was the beginning of my career. It was the end of his career, but it was not in Argentina. We've watched the Maradona documentary. You should remember his moves, more or less.
We didn't play with him at Napoli, though, did he?
No.
Man.
Where did he go after Napoli? Do you remember?
No, I can't remember now.
It's very hot. We mentioned it on Monday in Spain. You like it, but it's too
Sevilla,
hot.
Of course he did. Fucking out, right.
Okay.
So, Sevilla, Argentinian, and you've played with Pirlo and
Nedved.
Nedved.
So when you think about Pirlo...
So Pirlo's going to be Milan, and Nedved's going to be Juve.
Okay. You've got 3 chances anyways, so just go for it.
Argentinian. For any listeners, I just knocked my microphone. That wasn't me doing anything weird. For God's sake. Okay. I know it's wrong, but no, right.
Can you think of any Argentinian
I know,
who's played
but I
at
keep
AC
thinking,
Milan
that can't be
off
right.
the top of your head?
Crespo.
Okay, no, it's not Crespo.
No, well, there you go. Argentinians play for Juve and Milan. But maybe...
maybe Pirlo, there was a time...
But then Pirlo was at Inter as well, right?
Yeah, and Inter was full of Argentinians.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. So...
I'm really pushing you in that direction.
Not Cambiasso, because he never played for Juve.
Milito. No. This is the last thing I'm going to say. His name, we pretty much pronounce his name in every single podcast that we record. At some point, his name comes up, usually.
Oh, man. Now that's made it harder, because I'm like, which means his name comes up every single time. Oh, Batistuta.
No. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to build the hype around.
By the way, I didn't think that through because the second I said it, I was like, when did he ever play for... Oh, no, he played for Inter, though, didn't he?
He did play for Inter.
Yeah,
so the teams that he played for were Vélez.
Oh, man, so bad at this game.
Vélez Sarsfield in Argentina from 1987 to 1990. Then he played for Pisa for 2 seasons from 1990 to 1992 before moving to Sevilla, where he stayed until 1994. Here, his career really kicks off. Atletico Madrid until 1997, Inter Milan until 1999, Lazio, with whom he wins the Scudetto in 2000, and then Atletico Madrid Racing Club. He's the current manager of Atletico Madrid, and his name is...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Diego Pablo Simeone.
That was a very good one, Tommy. That was a very good one.
Man, the name...
When did he play with... Wait, when did he play with... Oh, at Lazio, right, okay.
Yeah, he played with Pirlo at Inter, then with Nedved at Lazio. But man, you know what? Like, even to me, those 84 goals in his career. Like, he was a midfielder with 7, 8 goals. He wasn't an attacking
midfielder, was he?
No, he wasn't, but still 7, 8 goals per season. That's pretty good. That's
very good. It's very
that's
good.
very, very good. And he won the UEFA Cup with Inter Milan. So I mean, in the 1990s, for all the talent that there was around, he played with quite a few incredible players. And I mean, he was not in the shadows. He was
he was a great player. He was a great player. Yeah,
well,
man,
Rory,
that's a really good one. I feel like
some listeners will have gotten it. Guys,
yeah, I think that's definitely...
Get in touch with us on Twitter or on Instagram. Tell us. Let us know. We'll send you
If you're better than me at this game, which, let's face it, isn't hard, then definitely let me know. But you should be rubbing it in my face at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see next week. If I'm not guessing next week either, we're going to be at 0 out of 2, both of us. So probably... This
is really not showing our talents, eh?
Yeah.
We can definitely say we're not arrogant, right? We're willing to make ourselves look like idiots. I think that's definitely...
Absolutely. But good. Rory, do you want to say farewell to our listeners before I send them off for good?
I will say farewell, listeners, and hopefully this time next week we'll be talking about an Arsenal win because it's about bloody time. See you next time, guys.
And it's finally time to send you off for good. Remember, guys, that every Monday we are live on Twitch from 9 to 10 p.m. with our very own Euro review.